Hi, come on in. I'm Cindy Kibbe, writing as C.K. Donnelly. I will take you behind the scenes of all the things that go into creating Trine Rising and the other novels and stories in the Kinderra Saga, my epic fantasy series. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the Trine Prophecy and kind of what that is and why that's so central to all of the stories in Trine Rising, and even a little bit about how Trine Rising came into being. One of the questions that I get answered the most is how. How did you come up with all of this whole story, the world, the magic, all of that? And I have to say, I really have to blame it on Star Wars. I am a huge Star Wars fan. If I wasn't Catholic, I'd be a Jedi. And as a kid, I would create my own stories in that universe, and that really kind of lasted until this day. Somewhere about the mid-90s, I really kind of came up with this great story in the Star Wars universe that I thought it was pretty special, so I decided to sit down and write it. That was my first endeavor at trying to write a novel. And it was pretty important experience for me. It showed me that I could write something long form, that I could take a concept from beginning to end and finish it, and that I could write on demand every day, be productive every day, without even on the days when I didn't feel especially creative. And one of my friends, actually it was her husband, had read it and said, you know, you can actually kind of put subject and predicate together pretty well, but you're never going to get anywhere unless you write your own stuff. And he's right. I mean, how far are you going to get when you're a cover band? So it really got me thinking, what do I love about Star Wars so much? And what's, you know, what other stories, what can I take from that and create and make it completely my own? And it just so happened there was a minor character but pivotal in that story that I wrote. We like to call such things in the writer's universe a fan fiction novel or fanfic. So there was a minor character in that fanfic novel that really kind of stuck with me. In my fanfic novel, she exists as a Jedi ghost. So see, that's why the story will never see the light of day. It lives on an external hard drive someplace. But her story, this minor character, was very compelling in this character's living days. She had been a Jedi apprentice teenager. I don't even know if we knew the word Padawan back then. And all the Jedi Masters were killed in her day. So she had to rally what Jedi were left and fight and defeat the Sith. And I just thought that was pretty intriguing that a teenager could do this despite being young and not knowing everything, and then having to rebuild stuff. I mean, everybody that had all the knowledge and training, they were all gone. So that kind of stuck with me. So when it came down to trying to create my own story, I took that little kind of piece, and that became the genesis for Trine Rising. Technically, actually, for Trine Revelation, Book 3, but still, I mean, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but you know that something calamitous is going to happen, otherwise there's no story. So where does the prophecy fit into all this? Well, every epic fantasy story worth their salt always seems to have a juicy prophecy, and it's, you know, purposely vague. It could be taken as many things, and certainly my story has one. And the more I started working with it and crafting the story and the plot line, the characters, character arcs, I realized just how important this prophecy was. There's a line that says, "The chosen shall be like a ship without a keel." If you know that ship keels kind of keep the ship on course and keep it, you know, moving where you want it to go. And so that kind of alludes to perhaps people that have the knowledge have been killed. So that's a little spoiler, but that's a little hook that still resonates with that older fanfic Star Wars story. And that became very important, and it really ties all the stories together, certainly those in the main series with my protagonist Marana Panal, as well as some companions, some prequel trilogies that we'll be bringing out years from now, but they're there. And it really ties everything together. I think that's where we'll leave it for today. And I thank you so much for coming. And I want to wish you, may the light be with you, or Keen Ise Oye. May the light be yours. Thank you.